I couldn't agree more, and I'm really my fingers are crossed and my toes are crossed that they're gonna continue the success and really just, go into the postseason with the same confidence that they have now. I do also think that Kenny Atkinson should be, coach of the year. So, I love the way he's coaching this team. I love the way he's playing. It's just incredible. So, guys, we've talked about the Cavs and how their team is balling, and it's time that I highlight the New York Knicks as well. Jalen Brunson has been out, and it's been great to see what they can do. I was very, very skeptical. Um, I I guess let me backtrack. So I was skeptical about the trade for Cat to the Knicks because he's played soft his whole career. He's not aggressive at the rim or amazing defensively in the past. Uh, I didn't like what I saw from him in Minnesota, and he didn't play well in the postseason. What? He had 2 playoff appearances, and I just didn't think he stepped up enough. Tibido has him playing excellent basketball, and I'm really happy to see it, and I'll be glad to be proven wrong, and I am really rooting for Karl-Anthony Towns and the Knicks to at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I can see them struggling and losing to the Cavs. I can see that, and I can accept that. But right now in this moment, I wanna congratulate the Knicks and show love to Karl-Anthony Towns as well as Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart stepped up against Utah. Stepped up. The Knicks play team basketball. I really enjoy watching these guys, and I just can't wait to see them make a deep run. Basketball is just better, and I mean, people across the league say it, fans say it, but basketball is just better when the Knicks are not only watchable, but also contenders. Cat is playing the best basketball that I've seen him play in his career. He's hustling and he understands the assignment full stop. The man knows that if you play hard and hustle in New York City, you will be loved and appreciated. Period. Knicks don't actually have to win in order for the team to be beloved. They just have to compete. New Yorkers are big on that. Compete and work hard. Win or lose, we fight. There's no lackadaisical play to be tolerated in New York City. Carmelo Anthony learned that the hard way when he wasn't playing defense. The newspapers tore him up. The fact is that Karl-Anthony Towns is having an MVP year, and it shows when your captain is not on the floor. Over 30 points and over 20 rebounds. He's playing with pace and exhibiting athleticism like I've never seen him do before. I'm proud to say that so far I've been proven wrong, and I'm hoping that they continue to prove me wrong in the postseason. I have to say, Timberwolves look like shit after the trade. Randall is not that guy, never was. Right now, the Kia MVP ladder has Karl-Anthony Towns 5th in the rankings. Currently, the leaders are SGA, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, and they have Cat 5th in the rankings, which to me is very impressive. If somebody would have told me that Karl-Anthony Towns would be in MVP discussions this year, I wouldn't have believed that. Shit, I don't even think God would have believed that. I'm really proud of Karl-Anthony Towns. This is amazing, Cat. Keep up the good work. The Knicks, 9 straight wins in a row. Tom Thibodeau, I I really appreciate him. I think he brings a lot of toughness to the New York Knicks. Let's hear him speak on, what the team was able to do last night, again, being shorthanded. Let's hear it.
Yeah, just, has some soreness. We'll see where he is tomorrow. Same thing. So he had some tightness before the game when he was warming up. So I haven't talked to medical yet, and we'll see where he is tomorrow as well. Great, great, because that was last minute. We didn't know that was going to happen until right before the game started. So credit to him for being ready. I thought our bench gave us really good minutes. I thought Tyler played well. I thought Landry played well. And then, the starters were terrific. They all stepped up. I thought Mikhail was great. OG was terrific. Key steals at the end of the game. And then Cat, just a monster game. And then, Josh triple-double again. So it's just a good heart-fought win. Just find a way to win. And that's what the season is. Next guy get in there, get the job done. Yeah, yeah, and that's a tough cover. And they do a good job. Like they're inverted pin downs with smalls, so there's a lot of reads that have to be made, and then it becomes there's a lot of delayed isolation. They're very good off the dribble as well. But I thought, OG just was all over the place, disruptive, and I thought our ball pressure was good. And then the defensive activity got us into the open floor, got us some easy baskets, and that's key for us.
This kind of wins the fight group because obviously you did it without Jalen, without Miles.
Yeah, and it's why it's a team, and that's why you work together, and everyone has to prioritize the team and make sacrifices. And over the course of a season, whether it's an injury, illness, foul trouble, you need everybody. And then when you're called upon, be ready. And so Tyler stepped in. I thought Precious, he did a great job. He's guarding big. He was guarding small. And OG's guarding everybody. Cat had a tough matchup at the end, and he's moving his feet, trying to keep guys in front, locking and trailing, stuff like that. So I think that as a team, if you prioritize winning and doing what's best for the group, that's what makes it enjoyable. You got to have everyone committed to each other. And, when you do that, good things come from that. Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, great. Just he's a gym rat, so get in there, make plays, gave us a good lift. He's young. He's getting better and better. Says a lot about him.
How did you sort of go through the process? I said was he not going to play tonight probably if you had your regular rotation guy that played this morning?
Yeah, and it's something, and you weigh it all the time because you're trying to strike the balance of, and I love him. He's in the gym all the time, and so if he's not in the rotation, all the things that he's working on, you want him to have an opportunity to use them in a game too. So whenever and logistically, the way it lays out with where the G League team practices in our building, playing White Plains. Right? If we can get playing time for those guys, the guys who aren't in the rotation, particularly the young guys, it makes a lot of sense. So we always talk about this might be an opportunity for them to play. And, we didn't know that, Deuce was going to be out. And, we thought Jalen was going to be game time. So, if we had known that, he probably wouldn't have played. But that's the reality of, what it is. But, he just gets out there and he plays.
Obviously, you want to play like Jalen, but you kind of feel like the team is more suitable for the second time almost benefiting from Cat's gravity.
And that's why, Cam is, played a lot of different roles. And I think Tyler's a good young player, and there's great value in having Josh because Josh can facilitate the offense as well. And then we can use Cat as a trigger man on a lot of stuff. And basically that's what we were trying to do at the end is just put it into him and then get into a cutting game off the post. And so Cat's a terrific passer. When you cut and you're open, he's going to hit you. So, I think it was another high assist, 30 assist game. And when we do that and guys make plays for each other, we're hard to guard.
Okay. So I see we have Am I Crazy in the room with us. Salute to you, Am I Crazy? One thing I want to say is we're not going to disrespect Ticket TV or any friends of the channel in this chat room. Okay? So if you don't like Ticket, then you don't like me either. So Ticket is a friend of the channel. I think that he delivers amazing content. And I think that he's incredible at what he does. And I support him. You will not talk about him that way on this channel. So I have to block you now. Unfortunately, that will not be tolerated. So I will not tolerate disrespect. Ticket's my guy, and I appreciate him. He tells the truth all the time, no matter how hard it might be. It takes a lot of courage to tell the truth, and he always does. And you will not talk like this in this room and in this channel. Okay? Okay. So Tibido said some really great things about so many players on his team. It's not about one guy. It's not about, it's not all about Karl-Anthony Towns. He talked from top down, guys on this team. So we're not dating, and for you to say that is ridiculous. I just don't tolerate people calling folks all different kinds of names. You will not talk like this on my channel. So that's the bottom line. We're a community on YouTube. I want to create good vibes. Sports is supposed to bring people together. There should not be any personal comments being made about any content creators on my channel. I don't do that. So if you guys want to talk about other content creators, go to their channel and give them feedback. Talk to them. Feedback is a gift, whether it's positive or negative. But you will not come into this room and disrespect anybody on my channel. This is not the place. So nobody's dating anybody and exposing the truth. You can see yourself out of here as well. So you're about to be blocked now too. And I hope you have a wonderful new year and hopefully bring some better energy to YouTube. Yeah, guys, I don't understand that. Going to content creators' channels that you don't like and being disrespectful, I don't relate to that. I don't want that energy anywhere near sports tea. So, yeah, we're not going to do that here. Period. The end. But I do appreciate everybody being here that loves talking about sports, that loves to have great conversation, because that's what it's about. It's about togetherness. It's about community. It's about connection. Okay. So I'm here to connect with all of you about basketball, about the NBA, about what's happening this season, about really great basketball that's being displayed. That's what I'm here to talk about. So it's about support. It's about supporting each other, reaching back and lifting up. Ticket TV has been a strong supporter of sports TV. I'm sorry, of sports tea, of Man Down Sports, of the channels that I represent, and we will not talk bad about each other on our channels. I will not allow anyone else to talk bad about, honestly, anybody, even content creators that I don't know. I don't want to hear that kind of talk about anyone, because everybody on YouTube that has a channel is doing what? The same thing that I'm doing. And if you don't like what they have to say, just don't listen. Don't tune in. You don't have to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to go and, and watch them live. Shit, you guys don't have to watch me live. But I appreciate the support. I welcome feedback that is constructive. But calling me all kinds of names because you don't like my opinion about sports is ridiculous. But yeah, Ticket is the man, 1,000 grand. Okay. He's like the Michael Jordan of what we do. So no one will be in here disrespecting him, period. Anyhow, guys, again, thank you for being here. Salute to everybody in the chat. I do want to read some super chats that came through. Salute to you, Spursian. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Let's hear it, Dom. Who's your favorite Nick at the moment? My favorite Nick at the moment is going to be Jalen Brunson. Close second is Mikal Bridges. He had a struggling start to his season, and he's turning it around, coming up really big for their team. And I just love the whole Villanova Nick situation that's happening. I'm really still upset that they traded DiVincenzo, but Karl-Anthony Towns is playing excellent during this regular season so far, and I just want to continue to see what they're going to do. I believe in Brunson. I believe in Jalen Brunson and his dad Rick Brunson. I just truly believe in them, and I cannot wait to continue to see what they're going to do this season as well as the next season. Because quite frankly, I don't think they're going to win the title this year. But I do think that they'll be a stronger contender for next season. Salute to you, Steven Jackson. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Dominique does not play. Really, I just want positivity, and I'm going to fight for that on a daily basis when I'm, creating content here on YouTube. And, I want to be a positive light. I want to, like I said, basketball, sports in general brings people together. It is not supposed to divide. And just because we don't think the same thing doesn't mean that we can't have incredible discussion. Doesn't mean that you can't share with me and maybe help me see something through a different lens. We should be doing that for each other. We should be having thought-provoking conversations, not ignorant name-calling conversations. It's disgusting, and I'm not going to engage in it. So anybody that wants to come in here and talk crazy will be blocked. This is not the channel for you. This is not the environment for you. So, obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns being traded to the Knicks is working out well for New York. There's other things happening right now in the league. There are some other trade rumors going around, specifically about De'Aaron Fox. It's being reported that Rich Paul has announced that Fox will not sign an extension with the Kings. He's not demanding a trade apparently, but it looks like he will sign with another team or be traded so that the Kings can get some draft capital for him, since they would clearly need to rebuild if he leaves.